this little talk is possibly, I didn't know, it could be for the 13-year-old me, 13-year-old child that needed saving, and I didn't know. But today I know when I look back that that child needed saving and that child survived. And who saved it? The creativity. The creative aspect in that child survived, and we did not even know it. But what is creativity? It's very subjective. It's your ideas, your imagination that you need to probably give solutions using your imaginations. It could be the biggest of the eureka moments in your life of giving solutions to the smallest of things in your daily life, in your home chores or anything. You can think creatively and find out ideas, and you could be that creative person in the house. And like most part of my life, I've been symbolized with the kind of work I do, with the kind of things I create, be it fashion, be it art, and I'm really proud of it. And I didn't know that half the times creativity has come to my rescue and saved me. I'll give you a bit of a context here. I'm a queer child, and I've been raised in a very conservative family, and I've grown up thinking my own, because I was welcome for all my wild choices, be it the clothes, be it the fashion, be it the kind of crafts I want to do as a child, not play cricket, be play with Barbies. I was always welcome. So for me, that shell was created in the house, and I thought that the world is ideal. And I grew up thinking that ways, but the more you grow, the more you step out, you see that the world is not like that. And I was quite shocked, and that sort of led me in sort of accepting myself, accepting that part of my life that I'm queer. And it sort of like gave a huge resistance for me to finally accept myself. But there came a day that over the years I became okay with it. I gave time to myself. I'm a late bloomer, I would say, late acceptor, I would say. There came a time when I wanted to come out to my friends, my family. I had all thoughts in my mind that there could be 100 reactions. But what I did not think that there would be silence, like there could be rejection straight up. And they would cut ties of me. That was something was like a brainstormer for me. And I thought, okay, what is happening? And I was really demoralized. And I had two options, either to give up my personality, just quit everything and live like a normal, pretend to be straight at least, or to find ways to creatively exist. And that point, creativity knocked at my door, and I realized that okay, I'm going to use this opportunity and sort of build my career around it. That's when I started doing illustrations. That's when I started, okay, using my craft, using my art to using at the right point. I started using illustrations. I used the digital platform. I started on my iPad, started creating like queer illustrations. And I felt really good because it sort of like started leading for me expressing myself fully through art. I wanted actually a medium, a voice, and I found that voice through art, through crafts and all that. And without saying any words, I wanted to use that medium. Instantly I became viral with my artworks because they were a bit provocative, but they was hard hitting. And I had a good run. I was just like being everywhere. The artworks were being promoted. They were going viral. I was able to make money off it as a freelancer. But then again, through all that highs came a bit like a smashing low that I started getting trolled by the community, by the haters, by the people who do not understand, and obviously people who don't believe in the community of LGBTQIA. They think that we don't exist. They shut me down, with all the trolling, attacks, abuses online. And when that did not stop me, it took a bit step higher where I was being attacked like in the mob, I was being lynched, I was abused in public spaces, I attacked. My office space was vandalized just to stop me. And that sort of hit a very rock bottom part in my life. And this is like very recent, like recent few events. And I had like, again, to re-strategize. It took me 6 months to come out of that shock. Okay, what has happened? I was in a shell. I had shut down everything. And then, creativity knocked at my door again because I don't know anything else what to do. I can only use the creative part of my life to bring out my art and say things through art. I can only do that. And that was the only part where I thought, okay, my creativity need not stop because of anyone's approval or anyone's opinion. And that's when I re-strategized all these things, and then I again started doing DIYs. I found my love for craft through making DIY fashion pieces, accessories, everything. And then I like started making content full time. And this time I wanted to start with like intention, with the purpose that I want to really make a space, a safe space for people like me to really exist and say what they want to say without, just putting it out in words. Through my craft, through whatever I do, I just wanted to say and just show that I exist and I own that space. That happened, and it's been a great run actually. And I sort of found that voice again through social media. And every time I go back to creativity, because that is the only thing I know how to do it, and I feel that every time it has come to my rescue to come and help me out in all the downs of my life. And okay, it was also sort of like finding protein where you build the muscles for your body. Creativity sort of acted as a protein to sort of exist, to sort of look at longevity and find more long-term solutions of how we can exist and how we can exist cohesively without fighting, without me abusing them back, without me crying, without anything, without self-pitying anything. And this is not a self-pity speech or any journey sort of a thing. My journey is still continuing. It's not. It's just a very small part what I've spoken to you about. And I feel like all this while I've been standing on all these shaky grounds because I had faith in whatever I visioned. I had faith in what I wanted to create. I had faith in what I wanted to give it to the world. And I still will just continue doing that. And if you want to ever just take away one thing from this little talk and little journey from my life, is just that, life does not give you a template. We don't get like handy manuals to exist where people want us to be invisible. So you just need to continue finding the way you want to speak your truth honestly. And for me, the most honest thing was to just exist creatively. So that's my TED talk. And thank you for hearing it out.